Welcome out to the Cosign Podcast, Culture and Music. I am your host, Venom Vixen, a.k.a. OGV. And of course, to the right to me, I always got my man.
It's your boy, Sterling Stacks, a.k.a. Good in Every Hood, a.k.a. your homeboy's homeboy, a.k.a. I saw your old lady last night. She wasn't with me, but she damn sure wasn't with you. What's hood?
All right, we got some special guests to the table today. First, I want to introduce her. She is an entrepreneur, a promoter, a masseuse, all-around Renaissance woman. Nakia Loveberry.
All right, y'all. What's up? This your girl, Lady Love.
Lady Love.
Also known as Nakia. So
yeah,
it goes both ways.
Yeah, we're going to get into all the things that she got going on in a little bit, but you brought somebody with you. Could you introduce your guest?
I got my girl, Mickey Truth.
Hey.
Queen of Paperwork. Okay, what it do?
Okay, I like that. What's that about, Queen of Paperwork?
Any paperwork, I can fact check it, verify, and pull it.
Oh, okay. Receipts.
Get the business done. Okay, yeah. You got to have the paperwork right to have the business correct.
That.
I got you.
Okay, so we always start the show off with something we like to call the WTF of the week.
What the fuck?
Now, this one is kind of weird, whatever, but did y'all know that they had an oversight committee earlier this week and some former federal agents, they testified to the fact that, yes, UFOs not only do exist, but they have something called a UPA, and they actually have matter.
They got aliens.
They got aliens. They use all these fancy words, but in other words, they got aliens. But what made it so funny was they finally confirmed it and said, yes, it's true. We will stop lying. It is what it is. And the world was like, meh.
Right.
I mean, I think we've been watching shows and all that shit like forever. Like, so I mean, I think a lot of people already believed it anyway. So it kind of took too long. I'm curious though. I wasn't one of the men. I was like, they didn't say enough about the shit. I was waiting for the uproar. Like, okay, people start like pressing the issue. Like, okay, I want to see these motherfuckers. But yeah, no, it's like everybody's like, oh, aliens. Okay, yeah, you heard they got aliens? Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? And then they keep scrolling.
Yeah,
It's the world we live in.
We
now.
are in a weird spot with that right now because, I mean, I always felt it was very arrogant for us to think we are the only thing in a whole entire universe. Like, nothing else lives, breathes, or whatever. So I'm kind of glad they stopped lying. So them crazy ass clear people, as Stacks would say, would stop going.
Be hanging out of Area 51.
Right.
No, I want to see one though. I mean, I don't think.
About the clear people.
So the Men in Black is real.
The Men in Black is real, apparently. You know what I mean? So like.
Now, here's the thing. What if they really were like living amongst us? Because people are weird.
I'm pretty sure they are.
I mean, yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Definitely
for sure.
are.
I mean, look, I want to meet one. People say they scared of aliens. I'm trying to ask them, could they down to get into the bank vault or some shit? Like, let's have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like, you here, I'm here.
Telling us now. That's the part right there.
Yeah,
right.
Well, you know what the reality
What's really
is?
going on?
You know what the reality is? More and more as we progress in life, it's less and less they can keep a secret. So a lot of things that they've been able to, it's impossible now. Like, it's going to be that one person that's going to go to work one day and not check their phone and be like, click, click. And then what? You know what I'm saying? It's just, like they said, the revolution will not be televised. Yes, it will. There's
everything's going to be televised these days. Yeah. Like, I'm surprised that nothing is leaked out of it. It must be some serious ass security wherever they got them things at. Like, they ain't talking to nobody during their work shift.
Hey, ain't no quitting, ain't no getting fired.
Yeah, 51, 54, or something. Like one of them places out there in Nevada, and then everybody knows where the place is, like, but no, there's nothing there. It's in the middle of the desert, and it's like a guard with a machine gun at a gate, like, nothing's back here. Like, you should have known that shit from jump. I think it's pretty cool though, honestly. Like, I want to see one.
As long as they're not like killer aliens, right? All I think of is like The Walking Dead.
Yeah, you're right. We don't want no killer aliens.
Right.
I hope the aliens are somewhat nice. You know what I mean? Yeah, but they clearly got to be smarter than us, though.
I'm gonna leave that where that is. I don't know if I want to see it. I'll watch the video on YouTube. I'm good on that.
A YouTube video?
Yeah, I'm good on that.
I don't know. You got to watch
somebody boozy live.
Yes, Boosie live. Send Boosie in there.
Yeah, Boosie could probably get in there. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
gonna get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, these people. So,
speaking of getting to the bottom of it, now when the last time we got to talk about the story with the Carly Russell, it was when she had just got home. So we're finally at the update of all update that she did get arrested. We all know it was a hoax.
Yeah, you were right. You were right.
And we were being real sensitive about it because we didn't want to be loud and wrong.
Yeah. You can be ignorant now.
Right? Yeah. I like to get loud and I like to get petty, but I ain't want to be wrong. So we were like patty
I
cake
got
and
lied
like,
about
you know,
it.
you
Yeah,
got
you got
lied.
I got lied about it.
Yeah.
Once they released that highway footage, it was over.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got
That's the same
sick
thing she
that
was
thing.
saying.
But when we did the story, it was like hours after she had just got home. So it was like that Sunday. So
I
we were
found out
still
2 days before.
Yeah, we were like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, Miss Paperwork. I'm
Yeah.
getting tapped in with your ass.
We was waiting. It was like, yeah, you gotta tell us
gotta
something.
tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think it was though? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, as far as like, what do you think it was?
Privilege.
Privilege. So
Privilege.
she comes from something.
Her mama probably took a credit card or something. It's definitely privilege.
Wow.
She
Like,
was
I thought
acting
it was
out.
the boyfriend or something. Was
That's rumors.
Rumor.
another.
If y'all see the house, the cars, they definitely not broke.
Oh, so she
Okay.
come from a couple dollars.
Yeah, definitely.
Privilege.
I mean,
So
if
she had a temper tantrum.
like on some
Basically.
Karen type stuff.
Yeah, because if she was a white girl that did it, we would say privilege.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
she's black, it's mental health. But no, she's privileged, and she threw a fit.
I will say that I did a lot of the stuff was starting to get like a little when they said she like left everything. When they say she left her Apple Watch, I was like, well, damn, they took the time to say take your Apple Watch off. Like,
Right,
knowing they can
yeah.
find your location and shit. You know what I mean? On your watch and all that stuff.
Any good kidnapper would. They're supposed to take your watch off.
Yeah, you got a lot of time on your hands while you're kidnapping somebody. You know what I'm saying? To
They were
snatch them up
nice.
and pull a wig off. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I
and don't
mean?
forget to take the snacks.
Oh yeah, and
And
take
what's
the
that you
snacks.
got in the car? Ooh, them snacks.
And take the
Get
snacks.
the
Don't
snacks.
forget.
And rubbed your forehead
Yeah.
and all that.
And this came with a good like. All right, look, I'm gonna say that she got a side dude, and that was her. She used to go get some cut up because her dude is over possessive and like don't let her out his eyesight. So the only
Okay.
way she could go get some cut up was to make up a crazy story. And I just don't get that why she wouldn't think that, you know, with all her Googling, like I said, like it's a tech era we live in. So they're going to use everything possible to try to find you. You know what I mean?
I'ma
So
say
your Google
this.
history of you saying, looking at taking and fucking and how do I do this and that.
Everybody-
like, that fucked it up. We was
everybody
talking about
get
the Google
their
history.
theories
I was like,
together.
oh, man.
I'm ready.
We about to have everybody's gonna put their theory on why Carly did what she did. Okay,
Yeah.
so I
Side dude.
think so. Stack said it was side dude.
Side dude.
I think that she was either trying to get the attention of either her parents or the boyfriend and was playing a little hooky little game, and it blew up way more than she thought. She thought she would be looked at like most black women, get ignored for being missing, and she could have just gone away for a couple of days and come back and they'd be like, oh, you're back. So I think I like your privilege. I think that she threw a tantrum.
Yep. I'm with you on that one.
Tantrum, Layla, what do you think?
Yeah, so sort of tantrum. Maybe a little. I don't know who her family is associated with, but that news went far.
It went
fast.
far.
Quick, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know who would, if they were trying to stir attention in certain areas and communities. I don't know.
I mean, they had Crime Stopper already put up $60,000 like that. Like
Yeah,
this,
I mean-
this one moved.
And black women get missing all the time. And they do not put big effort into even, trying to, let the public know. I mean, you guys, she probably got to be missing like 3-4 days
Yeah,
before
it
they
take
be
a few
like,
days
yeah,
before they
because they
even-
don't
But
This
believe
is
it.
why
yeah.
they don't do it. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, adults are allowed to get missing. And I saw this one meme that was kind of funny to me, but it is funny now. But it was like, it had her picture and she said, I never said I was missing.
Right,
Y'all
y'all
told me
did.
I was missing. And I was like, well, that is kind of true. Eh? You
Well,
know?
it's just a little weird that it's around the time that it's like abductions and what they call it,
What, the sex trafficking?
Human-
sex trafficking
Sex
and all that
trafficking,
stuff
human
is a
trafficking.
big thing. So
Yeah.
having somebody like the cry wolf right now at a
Yeah.
time like this could really affect like laws, different things. You never know on
Definitely.
the back end.
Yeah.
So
Her mentioning a baby caused it to
Yeah,
blow up
That's
like
what
that.
caused it to be.
I think
yeah.
so. I
Yeah,
think
nobody
that was
really
it.
cared about her. Like, it's a toddler on the side of the
Okay.
interstate. Like,
And that road
yeah.
is dark.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you what I said in my
but
little...
would y'all have stopped?
I
No,
think-
I don't-
I ain't gonna lie, I
ain't
wouldn't.
gonna-
Me either.
no.
Yeah.
I would have stopped
And
like
if
5
I
miles down the
did-
road at the next like
If
gas
I,
station. Or
yeah,
something.
and if I did, I wouldn't get out the car until some
No,
authorities were there.
maybe in broad daylight, I might stop.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
in broad daylight.
That road was too dark, okay? Because I was like, how did she see it from all the way
Yeah,
back there?
because she didn't.
How did you see something?
she did. That's how.
Look, I'm sitting there like, I don't see
And I
nothing.
feel,
I would not have
I feel
stopped.
bad because I was with the conspiracy theories. I was thinking that like, okay, maybe this is the new way they kidnap people. You know what I mean? They set them up with a toddler and snatch
No.
them up. Yeah, she got me.
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you what I said. This was my off the mic comments when I still wanted to be sensitive. I said she's a little bit out of snatching age. They don't really go for 25-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? They want them like 16, 17. What you going to do with a 25-year-old? You can only pimp her for, I'm sorry, this is going so left.
I see why I was off my comment.
I'm sorry, this is going left.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Let's move on.
Tap a bell, you know what I'm saying? This is going to get real. They're coming for you. You're on the verge of getting canceled.
I'm sorry.
My
bad.
So Carly's home. Fuck Carly.
And she charged with 2 misdemeanors for a $2,000 bond. I think they should have got her for some more something, but I don't know what. But it is
Some
what
more.
it is.
Hey, look, before we move past it, when do we ever get the lawyer meeting before you get arrested?
Right.
That's your privilege right there.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
The thing is, you know what? Here's the thing is, that happens. The thing is, when people don't have education is why they will voluntarily go sit down with the police. When you then understand your rights, you don't have to voluntarily sit down with the police. Yeah, so if you tell them, I'm not giving you a statement, the only time they can make you get a statement is then they have to arrest you. But in order to arrest you, they have to go ahead and go through the proper channels. See, it's not like that bullshit on Law and Order and all that, the way they make that shit look.
They just pop up.
You know what I'm saying?
We figured it out. Turn around.
Right. Like they be knowing, like, you know, I'm real into true crime. The real shit.
Okay.
And you know, the police be knowing like this person murdered this person, but for 10 years they can't even get the person to sit down because they can't get the proper warrants and they can't just arrest them because they don't have everything lined up right. And it's sad because Law and Order got people fucked up. Thinking that it work like that. You know what I'm saying?
Then they come across my desk and then I'm having to pull that work.
Pull that paperwork.
When you pay work, we'll pull it. You know what I mean? So, but I think she got some mental issues. She looked really happy as fuck in her mugshot.
But come on,
that's
now,
the happiest
did y'all
mugshot.
see the exit video?
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that video yet.
Yeah, she had her little, Sunday's best on. Her parents was,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk to the boyfriend. He made that whole goddamn big ass post talking about
posted
everything.
But
afterwards.
you're supposed to now. Like, listen, when black women, we get in legal trouble. We gonna show up with the nice courtroom bob. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You gonna cover everything up, look nice and appropriate, like, pastor's wife. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do.
Does that work for y'all?
The courthouse bob?
I don't do courtroom.
You saw Megan Thee Stallion with her courthouse bob. Yes, she did.
Maybe it does work.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, it didn't work for us. I cut all my hair off before court. I still was guilty. I'm still guilty. I'm walking there looking like a choir boy.
Yeah, you can't have no dreads, no cornrows, none of that when you go to court.
Yeah, I would have kept it if I'd have known all that, but yeah. No cosign on Carly Russell. I mean, like, I'm done with her.
Did y'all see they cloned Tyrone?
I was watching it this morning.
I keep hearing about it, though.
I was watching it this morning. And so, like, and it just was starting to get good. I was getting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it alone. We'll discuss it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. But did they clone Tyrone?
Well, I feel it's a metaphor. And I think that the people who are all conspiracy littered are like, oh, they're saying they're cloning people. I feel like, and I'm just saying the message I got, take whatever you want. I'm always big on that. But I feel like all they're saying, there is a Tyrone in every neighborhood. There is the Fontaine, who's one of the main characters in every neighborhood. There's the pimp. There's the hose. So it's not necessarily, okay, I took you and cloned you, but this is here in every black community. Do you know what I'm saying? I felt like that was more of the lesson.
I need to watch it.
But I think the cinematography, by doing the cloning and all that, made it good, a great movie. But I think it's more saying, hey, on the West Coast, there's a Tyrone on this West Coast here, and guess what? It's a Tyrone on the East Coast too. You know what I'm saying? Doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm probably not gonna watch it now. Thank you, but I got you.
No, you got to see it.
Look, I actually want to watch it.
I'm actually going to watch it again, and I normally don't do that.
I was watching this morning. I started on it this morning. Like I said,
Is that a long movie?
About 2 hours. But I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop and go too.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop and go.
I was looking and I rolled over. And once I rolled over, that was it. And shit.
That's a good nap.
I heard a lot of it. You know what I mean? So I kind of get what was going on though. But no, I ain't get to it yet.
Okay, Stacks, you gonna like this one because this topic has been rumbling around social media.
Sure.
So the conversation I've seen a lot of people talk about, and you included, about women. And I don't know who the women are. First, let me say this. I hate social media conversations because we're talking about these hypothetical people that I don't know who this they is or what these women are saying or what these men are saying. But these women are saying they're not doing any wife duties before getting married.
Okay.
No, we should go to the ladies first on this. No, yeah, we're not, definitely. Yeah.
I like that.
I'm outnumbered today anyway. Yeah, you know what I mean. We should go to the ladies first. Yeah, I saw that about women saying that. Yeah, you know, if you want certain privileges, I need a ring on my finger. So I need to know, ladies, how y'all feel about you know what I mean.
What is being considered wife duties? Like, I need to kind of understand that context. Are we saying cooking, cleaning?
Lay it out a stereotypical.
Okay, so like cooking, cleaning, washing his clothes.
Catering to an extent, you know,
being
what I mean?
faithful,
yeah, faithful, and I think that's what the bigger part of it is. That seems that's what they're giving off. Like, you know, oh, you want me to not, you know, entertain this or entertain that? You ain't got no ring on my finger. I'm single to do what I want to do. Or you want me to cook dinner for you 4 times a week or 3 times a week, but I'm not a wife with my ring at. So I need to know, how do y'all as women do y'all feel like that's a accurate statement?
I don't. Because how do they know they want to go to that step if you're not showing your potential? Now, I'm not saying to go all the way, but especially to me, once you move in, that's when it starts, whether you're married or not. Because if you don't want to do those roles, don't move in.
Right.
That takes it to a whole nother level. So, like, the cooking and the cleaning, especially if you're looking at it as a traditional sense, right? You have to take those steps. You can't just sit there because I'm not married, but we live together. I'm not going to cook. I'm not going to clean. I'm not going to submit to you. Because then it's something else.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And even with the dating, like the women saying, okay, you don't have a ring on it. Here's my philosophy on that. You know, being married, and I make my joke all the time that me and my husband were never boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, we never sat down and said, all right, we go together, you're off the market, whatever. So I'm saying that to say, yes, you're still single and you're free to see anybody else. But if you're even in the thought process of getting married, it should be natural for you not to want to entertain other people. Because if you are dating someone and wanting to entertain other people, then no, you're not ready to go to marriage. It should be a natural. No one should tell you. If somebody has to tell you, don't fuck nobody else, they're not ready to get married. No. If I have to make that if I have to put that on the table, like, we dating, don't fuck nobody else, and then I'm going to have to marry you. No, you shouldn't want to. Once that want goes away, then you're ready for marriage. That's my idea on that. What do you think, Lady Love?
Well, I feel like it's like a balance that should be there, but I feel like how Lita felt. Oops, sorry.
It's cool.
Lita, aka Megatron.
Respect the brand.
That you have to show a certain amount of yourself for someone to even know. Like, if you're not the type that don't cook 4 times a week, you shouldn't be trying to be that person anyway.
Agreed.
So if that's just the stereotypical of what you think a wife should be, then you just need to, like, focus on being yourself, so the person can really know who you are.
They want to be with you as you
and then
are.
they can make a better decision on if they want to be with you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the statement is pure bullshit, because it's just from I feel like it's a city girl, you know what I mean? Like, y'all seem like y'all mature young women, so, like, I feel like from the younger girl standpoint, that's what they kind of feel. And I'd be like, okay, well, if you're not going to give me wife privileges until I put a ring, how about I don't give you husband privileges? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, you know, me waking up, cutting your grass, or paying your bills, or taking you shopping, I figure that shit I should be doing for my wife. So if men thought like that, then we just be at a complete standstill. Right? You know what I mean? Like, so, what help you with your light bill? Shit, I'm only going to pay the light bill for my wife. Then he's a broke nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, take you shopping or take you on a vacation, like, without you putting in on anything, like that shit I'm gonna do for my wife. You know what I'm saying? Not my girl. So what I'm saying is, like, I'm gonna treat you like we're building towards you being my wife. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not gonna not give you those privileges just because you ain't, you know, committed to me. We trying to get to that commitment. So I think it's bullshit. It is. Because if men did it, it'd be all fucked up. You get nothing from a man if we supposed to, like, you ain't got no ring on my finger. I ain't goddamn filling up your tank. I ain't waking up and you can do that. No. My girlfriend can fill up her own goddamn tank. You know what I mean?
You
my
know,
wife,
like those gender roles.
That is stupid. You know what I mean? It's and I feel like I really feel bad for the younger generation.
Half of the time when they have that mentality, they can't bring what they're asking.
Exactly. And
that plays a role in it.
I see a lot of that because I know these people and these things. We post them shit and I be looking like, what? Like, you ain't got shit going on. But you want a nigga with his shit all the way together. Okay. You know what I mean? He got to be rich. He got to be a baller. He got to be able to take care of all your bills. But, like, you having trouble taking care of your bills. Like, I figure you can ask for certain things like that when you don't need a man to do those things for you. Like,
it's a toss up with that, though.
I feel like you have to bring something. Like, you got to be able to maintain you can't ask me for shit that you can't provide yourself. You know what I mean? Like that's how I personally feel. Like if you can't go buy yourself a Gucci bag, you shouldn't be expecting me to go buy you Gucci bags.
You know,
now if that's what you do, you like Gucci bags. I'm dating you. I know I got to get you a Gucci bag. You like Gucci bags, and you get them for yourself. So now, as a man, and I'm doing the man things. I know if I'm dating you, I got to go buy you some Gucci bags. You know what I mean?
I'm glad I got some other ladies on here for this because we have discussed before how I feel about rich men. They don't want successful rich women. They want you to be home, making sure you look good. They want to make sure when they're ready to move, you can move. We have a friend couple we were just talking to, whose wife wants to go back to work, and that puts a damper on moving and traveling the way the husband wants to travel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And a lot, and you know, when people have a little coin, they don't want the woman that's got to say, I gotta check in with my boss, so I need to send an email to request off. If I want to fly to goddamn Jamaica on this private jet, bitch, come on.
Yeah.
I guess I'm broke there.
And you better look good when I get you there.
And see, that's my thing. I'm new to being around men with
that type of money,
stature, right? And that's what they want. They want the bad bitch, right? However, you gotta be a boss bitch, but not
two balls
where you overshadow what they got going on. So I definitely agree with you on that.
And looking like that takes that's we women.
I mean,
looking like that every day is a freaking chore. Like you got to get up, you got to you probably have a glam team come in because that's what they want you to look like all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? This comes from somebody like I only put makeup on shit most of the time. Every Sunday to come do the show.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, men have egos. I won't tell you, men have egos, and I can see what you're saying as far as like, you know, me. I mean, I'm not rich, so, but I mean, I want both of us to be, you know what I mean, at a good place. You know,
but you want a partnership?
Yeah, I want a partnership,
not a trophy.
No, I don't want no trophy wife. Hell no, because I don't want to be like. No, because I don't want to be that dude. Like I said, I want my wife to have some type of input too. You know, I always said I want my woman to be smarter than me. You know what I mean? Like to show me some shit that I don't know. You know what I mean? Like to teach me some shit. But maybe I'm different though. You know, I am old too, so. You know.
I still say women, even if you are in that category with a more fit financially man, you still have to have some oomph yourself, even if you ain't working, you know, still build
you know, you go and
thing.
get your little cosmetic line that you can post on IG, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but you really ain't running it, but you just
pictures a fall back.
Well, I always say that, like, I never want my woman to have a second job. I'm cool with her having a hustle. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool with her having a job. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
But I don't want her to have to have a second job. You know what I mean? I'm cool with her having a hustle though, because like I feel like if she got a second job, I'm not providing like a man should be if she's got to work 2 jobs. But I have a hustle. You know what I mean? Like so, I'm never gonna tell my woman that you can't have a hustle too. You know what I mean? Like,
what about
more money to the pot is always better? You know what I mean?
What about just hustle, no job?
No. Unless your hustle's amazing. Like, unless your hustle is something that has to deal with financial stuff or like, playing the stock market or something like that.
Lady Love, you work for yourself. So it's not considered a hustle. You have a legit, this one right here. She know this, when I'm
not always right, but this is just me. Like, you know what I mean?
When I'm broke down, this is who I call to come to the house and get me back
and get
right.
you back together.
Okay. Yeah, she get me all the way back together. Okay, but she's a masseuse, she's a business, and you also you manage artists.
Well, right now, just models and entrepreneurs.
Okay. And you also have a networking night.
Well, I was doing that at Chop House 75. We put it on a little pause because I'm trying to see how we want to. We was working real hard to try to bring some opportunity to the artists, but I mean, y'all been working with artists long enough. It's hard to work with them.
Okay.
You know,
they already made it. All they
want to do is get on stage and holler in the mic and go in the studio. They don't want to do nothing else.
None of the footwork, you know what I mean?
Stress me out.
Well, I mean, like, and I'm not saying if my woman can show me, like, okay, look, my hustle is covering what it needs to cover and it's taking care of things, I can't do nothing but respect it. So when I say I want my woman to have a job, it's just because it's 2023. It's because of inflation. It's because of insurance. It's because of, you know what I mean, some things. I totally get people who are entrepreneurs and, like, can't clock in. I mean, that's just not them. You know what I mean? Cool.
Struggle.
You know what I mean? But I would prefer, if you're asking my preference. Like I'm saying,
women have to be active anyway. Even if you don't have a job or a hustle, like, you got to have some sort of education behind what your man is even doing, because I just feel like a lot of times men need that support in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that's how the secretary becomes the side
anything.
piece.
Like, Yeah, you know, like, like we was born, we came together, so it's like they need us to do something. Like we normally handle most of it anyway. Like
you better. Or the secretary
even if they pay the
handle
bills, we managing the bills.
Yeah, I would love. Yeah, I would love to trust. I would love to.
distributing
Like
the
it's not
money.
that I can't, but I would love to have. You know what I'm saying? I could just trust my woman to handle everything else I need. You know what I'm saying? So I can just walk out the door and keep everything just moving. Yeah.
Well, most men that are successful, they have that.
You have a woman like that. Yeah. So
You
I mean, I'm not knocking.
You know, you got to make sure now to get that role, you have to prove that, and that's something that you know, back in the day when you think about the traditional, the man goes to work. And come home, hand the paycheck to the wife. She pay all the bills. She keep the house together. Woo, 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 da 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 da. And that's how it was. Now, chicks, you gonna handle the money, and she be like, shit, I'm gonna go get that new goddamn lace front and them damn shoes I've been looking at. And then they fumble the bag, and then there's a problem. So like, that trust has to be built over time.
Facts.
We used to be like that, and then like it would be like literally we would have arguments because he'd be like, I just gave you this, and I would open up Bank of America online.
Don't ask me them type of questions, okay?
Go down, and then after a while, he said, "Oh, she really pay bills. Like she's not that type of female. Like she don't go shopping every time. And, I give her some money. So then after a while,
So let me ask you
I don't
this:
think
was you offended by that?
I was.
Okay.
But I have to understand, not me looking back at it, I have to understand these two individuals trying to learn each other. So, yeah, in the moment, I was kind of pissed.
Okay.
But when I look back, it's like, I don't know his experiences. I don't know if he's put money in a female hand before, and then they didn't do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has to get to know the type of person I am, that there's one thing I would never jeopardize, is that roof over my head, that car that we drive. Because to me, those are bare necessities of life, to me. You know what I'm saying? And I say a car included. That's no luxury to me. Because you can't live here without a car.
Okay.
So that car and that roof over the head, I don't play about that.
Yeah, see, I don't know if I ever get there. I've been taking care of everything for so long. It's gonna be hard for me to like relinquish those duties or for somebody to do it, just because I've been doing it so long by myself. Like, you know what I mean? So I wonder whether
I understand that too.
From
like doing things independently by myself for a while, and then you let somebody come in. It's like I can't. It really don't help me in a way because I'm still trying to make sure like. I gotta make sure this.
Well,
this
you know what I
still
would
gonna
say?
be right. All right, cool, it's good.
You know what I would
that
say?
was taken care of. It take me a while to like.
Yeah, no.
This wouldn't be my suggestion, because especially we're older now. So when you get into that type of relationship, y'all are two seemingly established people, right? I would suggest you get one joint account and you keep your separate accounts, and you put the agreed amount of money in that joint account. That way y'all both see this is where the mortgage is coming out of, this is this, and this. And then you still can save a little on your side, but y'all can include savings in that too. But you can still have your side, but that's where y'all work together.
It's a great idea, but when you're independent, that shit that shit is hard to like really let go. Like, I mean, I'm thankful.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, say your mortgage is $1,000. Okay, so y'all have a joint account. I'm just saying. But and say y'all go 50-50 on a mortgage. So every month at a certain date, you put $500 in that account. She puts $500.
No, I agree with you. I'm saying like
done.
it's just
I'm
it's
the
just
opposite.
You know what I'm saying?
I married young, so me and my husband went through the struggle together.
Right.
So now it's like when you up, it's kind of just like I'm used to just doing everything. So now I'm kind of like if we would to just leave it, I will probably miss the dependency, because look to me, what's due? Like everything, I'm the budget. So it would be different for me to like not have that and only have to like worry about myself. It would be definitely.
Yeah,
and I think that's another thing. It's the struggle too. It's like when you struggle with somebody to get on your feet, it's you and them. At that point, we are melted like this. We, you know what I'm saying? Because we know there was times when your bag paid all the bills, my bag paid all the bills, our bags together paid the bills.
No bag.
We with no bags.
Right.
We looking for bags.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I guess once you go through that with a person, that builds a different type of vibe.
I think everything takes time. Like, see, even my girlfriend, like she'd be like, okay, I'm gonna wash dishes. I'd be like, no. She'd be like, why? I'd be like, I really don't have a reason saying why you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
You don't like the way your girlfriend watches this?
It's not that. I'm so used to doing shit by myself, and I'm just like real independent. So even as things that like are just normal things that a woman should do, like would do around the crib, and when she offers to do it sometimes, I'll stop her. But then I got to realize, okay, well, damn, I got a woman now. Like, if she's we doing this thing together. You know what I mean? Like,
ain't
so
no
It's a
doubt.
control aspect.
I ain't stopping
even-
nobody
Really
to take the
take
garbage
control.
out.
I hope it's not a control aspect.
It's control.
But no, I think it's like I like doing things my way. I'm so used to doing things my way. Like she might go do the Swiffer jet horizontal, and I might do it, vertical. Like, and I'm looking
you
like,
one of them?
I'm
So
one of
you
them.
one of them?
Yeah, I'm one of them. But it's hard for me. It's hard for me to relinquish things, even when they're helping me out. You know what I mean?
Say
like,
with
you know
me.
what I mean? So
Control.
independence. You know what I mean? Independent control. But yeah, so it's hard
You
for
gotta
me.
let it go.
I'm working on it.
Your towels get folded and stuff like
Exactly,
that.
I am that guy.
Come
I am that guy.
I'm with you on that.
But I am that guy, and I can't lie. So, but I'm learning. I'm trying to learn to not be that guy anymore. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
you
y'all
gonna
mean
definitely have to learn that.
But even
I'm in a new. I'm in a new relationship. So
Cause
this
she
is
don't
like
fold her towels like that.
Yeah,
But
you know what I'm
even
saying?
in a shared relationship, like my household, I like things a certain way. So they'll just like when it come to towels, because I like my towels.
They're just gonna leave it alone.
They
like,
just gonna leave it alone. Like we don't want to hear your
we
mouth.
don't hear, right?
Like my daughter would say, like yeah. So
I feel
get
bad
it.
though. Like I be feeling bad. Like I open the cabinet and I'm looking at the towels. Like
Y'all
they're
make-
all folded up, stacked nicely, and I'm like.
Y'all
Like,
making
all
me
that
feel
up.
bad
Like,
that I don't
like,
give a damn
who
about
did
stuff
this?
like that.
You know what I mean? I got a different kind of OCD. Like, who did this? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, but I'm learning to, you know what I mean, accept having a partner.
Maybe I got a
who's
control
down to help
issue.
you. Yeah, say it.
Y'all
say it
say
with
it.
me. Say it with
Control.
me. Control.
I don't think it's all control. It is a little bit of independence because when I was saying, like, for me, being used to doing things on my own, like, say, for instance, if my man say, okay, I'm going to pay the mortgage or whatever this month for you, or I'm going to pay the whole thing or whatever, I'm still going to make sure my mortgage is in the bank.
Oh,
Right.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you
I
on
just
that
don't
one.
have that much trust. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
So my
I feel
mortgage
you.
is there, and once it's paid, then okay, now I got some money to
Yeah,
spend.
now I got some extra.
Okay.
So that
I
is
get where
just
you coming from with
independence.
that.
Ain't
on
even
my
spend it till you
end.
see it has been paid.
But I
Right, I don't
need
have
you
time.
to let her wash dishes.
I
She wanna
know.
wash the
But
damn
I mean,
dishes.
I
That's
don't know.
just weird.
Oh, yeah,
to
the
me.
dishes is
I'm not
fine.
turning down no
But I-
help in the
But,
house.
but
get
the
the
thing
concept,
Is, but
though.
I'm saying it's not even like on purpose. I think about it. It's just instinct. Like, no, you ain't got to do that because I'm so used to doing it by myself. You know
Now,
what I mean?
now, I will
It's
say
like
this.
the instinct of it. You know.
Now I will
But I
say
would
this
not
because
fight
y'all
that.
don't. Since y'all
I'm
don't.
letting. Well, I'm letting.
I don't like the way
it now.
people
I
wash
like it.
dishes either.
I like it now. I like it now. I do like it. But I would definitely have to teach myself. Like, okay, let her do. You know what I'm saying? Let
Now
her,
I will say this. Now, when people who don't live in your house come in your house and ask to wash dishes, I get a problem with that because I feel like you low key trying to say shade. I feel like low key shade
I got an
right
aunt
there.
like that.
Well,
She'll
yeah.
come and want to clean.
Wanna clean
Oh,
your
yeah,
house.
my
Wash my
auntie is like that.
clothes.
My auntie is like
I'm
that.
like, why'd you
Oh,
wash
it's
my
not us, so
clothes?
that's just what
Right.
aunties do, huh?
But
Right.
being then when I found out, they really be being nosy though.
And,
That's how I be feeling. That's how I feel.
waiting to see what fall out your pockets, what's in the cabinets. You know what I mean?
No,
I
when
get
she told me I had
offended.
nice handwriting. Oh, hold on.
Oh,
What you been reading?
What did you read? No, ma'am. But no, she definitely a big help though.
yeah, what's relinquish and let go of all control. Co-sign and releasing control.
Oh, we gonna work on
We
it.
working on
We
it.
gonna work on it.
And we got to show these people how to fold towels and how to
Okay.
wash dishes.
I'm gonna tell you, I would be offended if like I was sat down like, okay, this is how I like it. I like, yeah,
I know,
don't-
and that's how it sounds
I'll
like.
knock
Great.
them all over.
See,
I
Do it yourself.
don't care about these little things, which and I get if some things tick for certain people. I get it.
Right.
That's why they got things like OCD.
Yeah.
You know, when we had a family members live with us, and like their OCD used to go. OCD was so crazy. Like I'll make a cup of coffee. I like to have at least 2 cups. So I go, relax, drink my coffee, come back, and I leave the spoon on the coffee thing, and I come back and the spoon's gone, and I just like be like, what happened to?
Did they do time?
No.
right.
Oh, because normally my dad is like that.
It's
It's
the
because
spoon.
of the time.
Right. And I just be like, yo, I had to say at one point in time, okay, now it's like 6 people living in the house. If you wash a cup every time somebody takes a drink, I can't come back and get my cup. Why my cup can't be here? Why can't I drink out of it
Yeah.
more than once?
Put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah, see? And see, my OCD is different. Everything doesn't have to be like super like bleach clean, but everything has to be in its place. You know what I mean? Like my shot glasses, when I put them up, have to be on a certain shelf. Like, you know what I mean? Like my nightstand, my lamp has to be turned a certain way. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you definitely have it.
Yeah, but
Mine
but
is
you know,
I just want it where I want it. Like
You know?
I want it where my location is. Like don't move it from my location.
like Yeah, I just
Yo,
I
I tell you,
my shit's
listen,
weird.
I want all of that. I do. Like, I think about, when you see pictures in the houses and you go through and you see how the people have their house. I want all of that. When we bought our house, I went out and I was like, I'm getting matching towels and face cloths. You know what I'm saying? I want when guests come over, I can give them a matching set, right? So, like, every week I would go.
Ghetto.
Every week I would go down to, like, Ross or something to pick out 2 sets. You know what I'm saying? To fill up my closet. And so I want all that stuff y'all say, but then my fuck it is hard. Okay, my fuck it is like fuck it.
But you're doing good because you look forward to guests. See, I don't want guests.
Oh yeah,
I'm like you.
Yeah.
I'm the most social antisocial person I know. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm the one that look out the window if you come pop up, and I'm like,
oh yeah. We ain't.
Why are you here?
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
I like to entertain, especially if it's gonna be at my house. So then it's like you got all the comfort. I'm still home, and I don't mind. You know what I'm saying?
I'll come to your house.
And everybody bring the food, and they bring liquor, and you get to keep everything afterwards.
Everywhere you say you like
yeah, party at your house. Not my house, okay?
I don't mind.
I'm working on it.
I still ain't been to the house.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I'm working on it.
He said he.
So okay, so tell me about your show that you do on YouTube, because we're on YouTube, but YouTube hasn't been
Ain't been friendly to us.
Yeah.
We like to play music and stuff, and YouTube don't want to hear none of
Go
that
to
shit.
Rumble.
Yeah,
Rumble?
Rumble.
Okay.
So my YouTube is called Mickey Truth. It was Mickey Truth 2022, but I took the 2022 off. And basically, I'm like the YouTube hood lawyer type vibes. I do paperwork. I look into cases. I
check you out.
Yeah, so like a lot of your favorite rappers aren't fans of mine because I fact check real well and I research. I do kind of like investigative research.
Oh, so they be like, I didn't snitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Rollo
like,
and finesse 2 times.
Okay.
Shots fired.
But yeah, so that's pretty much what I do. I am on Clubhouse, so I got into the circle with Whack 100. So I'm like the go-to person for him. He'll hit me up for paperwork, and that kind of how it kind of pushed me out there a little bit.
Yeah. That's a good name. That's a good name.
Yeah, so over 1 million views. I'm featured on many YouTubers' pages.
I'm actually impressed.
So we need to
that
find
they
some
took
shit
that.
out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm really impressed that he actually because you got to, man, people be saying they be so loud and wrong all the time. You know what I mean? It just be saying shit. And the thing about the snitching thing, we're gonna have to come to some kind of Black people agreement on this snitching, because the thing
we care or not?
It's the thing is
It depends who you ask.
Right.
I mean, if you committed a crime and you're having to allocate in a situation, then you're essentially gonna have to tell the truth, which is essentially considered snitching, right? Because you're gonna have to say what happened.
Mm-hmm. The streets got it messed up because they got definitions that varies depending on the situation. Mm-hmm. And see, with me, I'm not even more so of like, I don't care about the snitching part, right? I like paperwork, so I'll go get it. So I really tell the story. However, my audience like the snitching. Like, did he snitch? Did she snitch? Like, what is it? But the definition is to inform. But however, when you get the waiver into the favorite rapper or the favorite street trapper, oh no, that's
He
not
didn't do it.
snitching.
Yeah.
That's not that. That meant something
The
else.
lines get blurred.
Yeah. But the people, whether they like to talk about it to say they don't like it, but it's a great financial sector to be in.
I mean, when you got to stand up there and say what y'all did, I mean, it's gonna be what it is. I mean, just don't do crime.
Do it. No, hit it again.
Lord, it's.
But shout out to y'all that do what you do, because you got me in when I just started back in November last year. Takeoff, Long Live Takeoff was my first case I did on YouTube, and they thought I was from Texas. Texas started rocking with me heavy. I crossed over to Clubhouse, now the West Coast, and now I'm coming back to bring it home, because a lot of people don't know. Alita from Hollywood Hills is Mickey Truth. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm starting to tap into the local area. But yeah, it's definitely, a lot of people have reached out to me, like Fredo Bang. Shout out to Fredo Bang. Rich Homie Quan.
So when they reach out, I'm trying, me, I'm always trying to figure out how to get to this money. Mm-hmm. So do they hire your services? How does this work?
I wouldn't say per se hire. Some do.
Okay.
Like, for example, if you don't know, YouTube can do some clickbait. Okay. So if it depending on who does the clickbait, can cause some noise. Okay. And as a rapper, that may not be good for the brand.
Right.
So shout out to 1090J, which is another YouTube. He's a big YouTuber. I think he got like 1 million subscribers or something. He does what I do, right? But he was the only one doing it for a minute. So now a lot of people say I'm a female version of him.
Okay.
So when a narrative is out there, right, they'll be like, yo, Mickey, I'm going to need for you to get up on this. And depending on what's going on, what it is, it may be a fee involved. And all it is me doing what I do. And again, shout out to Wack 100. He's the first person whoever had me run his whole background.
I absolutely love that shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
tell you, I really do. Cause
fact checking, I think, is important. You know what I mean? And
super important.
Yeah, I mean, because my favorite, the clickbait. I hate clickbait like a motherfucker. Shit gets
Okay.
on my nerves. Like, so, finding the real truth behind things is always a plus for me.
And like I get in there, I talk to the DA on the case for YNW Melly. I done had a conversation with her.
Right.
So like I get in there. Okay.
That's dope.
Listen, Smitty, you got the contacts right. You got the contacts right.
That's dope.
Okay,
As shit, bro. I tell you,
And
I
that's
do it.
very important nowadays because everybody want to know who they working with, like who they associated with because it's so much bad business.
And my
going on.
content is walking through the whole process. So it's not like I'm hiding the souls. Like,
Okay, yeah.
My viewers walk with me. Now, when I do have cases that's not content, meaning I'm not going to post about it. People hire me as a researcher to do it on the back end. That's different. But when I post my content, you walk through, I show you where I go to make sure it's official.
That's crazy. So how is AI gonna affect some of this? Because AI is getting serious right now.
With paperwork, it really can't affect it because it comes from the court.
Right.
It comes from now. If they get hacked, that's something different. But outside of that,
It's mostly public.
right now, audio, I would be
The
audio. Now I just started messing with interrogation videos because the people is bringing it up. But I'm not sure how AI would work with that. But the audio, it definitely can.
Yeah, I was watching something. It was like one of those Dateline guys, and they just took his voice, and he was like, "So I could just be on vacation, and then y'all just type it up and read it off in my voice." And
But it's gonna be and see, I think my brand is gonna withstand it because I show my source. So I don't just put out something and say, "Hey, this is what it is." I show you. Like when Takeoff case with the whole autopsy, everybody was saying this is the autopsy. I showed nah. This is from the people directly. This is the name. Let's call them live.
So anybody got mad at you?
Oh, yeah.
Who you had to beef with? Who you had to beef with? What's one of your worst beef?
Rollo. He blocked me on all social media. Unblock me, Rollo. I can still see what you say.
That's so funny.
Phones are, baby, I'm telling you, everybody got a phone behind the wall, boy. I swear to God, man.
He was with me at first, and then he just...
Come on, that's so funny you said that, because I got these dudes be inboxing from jail, man. I be like, come on, man.
I think they got it good. You know what I mean? Like I said,
what's up, Lady V?
I ain't had no phone. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what wall they behind.
doing too much.
Yeah,
they be back there running their pages.
Oh yeah,
and
I
stuff.
see. Yeah, shit, I got people that call me. You know what I mean? But I be like, damn, I ain't had no phone when I was behind the wall.
Shoot, they done got real. Some of them Fed calls now be video calls. And those
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
the sanctioned
They be doing
ones.
them
Like it's a straight video. I was like, damn, they got it.
I get calls from some federal inmates, and it be just like that.
Yeah, that's.
It's like blurred in the back.
Yeah.
Not really. It be kind of clear though. To be honest.
Yeah.
The one I saw, somebody called some people, and they were just passing the phone around. It was like not a video. You could tell it was an
it's a cell
actual
phone, yeah.
phone that is video for them.
Yeah,
to
everybody
use
got phone in prison.
Yeah,
now.
they do.
I mean, it wasn't like that before. But everybody do now though. So, but
No,
I
you
like
were
a good Fed case.
like good Fed case.
Oh yeah,
When
Pacer.
we-
Shout out to Pacer, man.
I'm good on that.
Right.
I'm good on that.
You don't need no fair case.
I don't need no more of them.
No, we don't.
Okay.
so-
Shout out to Boosie.
Boosie exposed
I'm
you.
definitely gonna follow you, girl. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna need some of that truth, girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love
And
to
we
be
ain't got the
official.
answer. Call me, Mickey. Call her.
Yeah,
fine.
call
me.
Yeah, we ain't got the answer.
But we gonna get ready to start wrapping up. It's about to be our time, so I want y'all to go ahead and shout out to the cosigners, let them know where they can follow you, how they can support you, and that good stuff. Go ahead, Lady Love.
Well, Nakia Loveberry on Facebook, 803 Lady Love on Instagram. Touch of Love on Instagram, Touch of Love on Facebook. So y'all tap in.
And masseuses and massages and all that other
She's
good
the
stuff
best.
too. Entrepreneur.
Yeah,
You
massage.
ever had
entrepreneur.
anybody try to ask you to do something extra?
They call and you'll get a phone call, but they say like weird stuff using like I guess cold words. But once you shut them down, they disappear.
They disappear.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
I had
super
it.
special
I had it.
massage. You know what I mean? Like,
Mostly they'll say stuff like about like
Happy ending.
no,
They can't say that.
That's old school. That's old school.
showers. It's something about
Oh,
showers
oh.
or something like that. Do you
Not
do
you on your
something?
R. Kelly shit.
Yeah, I think that's what I don't know, but I don't know what that extra.
You be like, it's not on my menu. No,
Right.
no. Okay, I just had to ask that.
No, they do. Not, and I tell them every interview I do, they ask me that, and I tell them like, yeah, like they do. But for the most part, I don't get like people that I know or people within the community too much. It's like an actual stranger. They sound like they like maybe a different nationality when they call.
Oh yeah, they tried
because
it.
most of the people in the city kind of like know
They
me,
know,
and they
right.
don't come at me like that.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so.
They tried it.
That's right.
Mickey Truth. Let my people know how they can follow you.
Mickey Truth across the board on YouTube, Clubhouse, Rumble, Instagram, Twitter, everything is Mickey Truth. Hit up MickeyTruth.com for your merch because you know your girl got that work.
All right.
Well, before we go, I wanted to give y'all. Well, I'm gonna give Venom a T-shirt. I'm sorry, Stacks.
I ain't sensitive.
didn't.
I ain't sensitive.
But I do have a gift card for the both of you for a massage.
Get my shit. Get my
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Yes.
But I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
Lady love.
Yeah.
Back up.
Oh, yours say that one is.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why.
I just bought it. I didn't know if it would be anybody extra.
I probably won't even get to keep it. My daughter still all my clothes nowadays.
Well, that's fine. I would love for her to have it.
Yeah,
It probably
right.
be okay.
Yeah. She gonna wear it outside and brand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All right,
kids,
Stacks, any last words?
On another note, like love on your people, you know what I mean? I had some death, a friend of mine in the family had some death. So love on your
Sorry to
people
hear
while
that.
they're here because you know life is real short and you don't never know when it's what's promised or tomorrow's promised. So love on your people, you know, treat your kids, you know, the way you know, raise them the right way and you know, stay hydrated.
I know that's right. And I just want to say, just to piggyback that, I tell y'all, every morning when I wake up and the first thing when I open my eyes, the first thing I always say is thank you. That's the first thing that I always say because you just never know. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's my opening every day and closing. I say the same thing. Thank you.
I like
gratitude.
That might be something I am.
Gratitude. Enjoy. Gratitude.
You wake up and say thank you. I be like, shit, I gotta go to work.
Well, you better be glad them eyes open.
Fuck this alarm going off
Right.
at 4:30 in the morning. Like, oh yeah, but no, but that's dope though, for real.
All right, y'all. We out. It's the cosign,
Bitch.